This is Concacaf Video Signals, a Wednesday, March 11th edition. Today on Video Signals, we'll focus again on the Concacaf Under-20 Championship, where, last night, two teams from Group A qualified for the U20 World Cup and advanced to the Concacaf semis. We'll also take a look at tonight's Group B matchups. Let's see what's happening around the Confederation, and finish the show, as always, with the Concacaf quiz. We start with the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. In the third and final round of Group A matches last night, Honduras upended Jamaica 4-0 to become the first team from CONCACAF to qualify for the FIFA U20 World Cup. A feat repeated by the 9-man U.S. squad a few hours later when they beat El Salvador 2-0. Those results gave them the top spots in Group A, with the U.S. finishing first with 7 points, and Honduras as runner-up with 5. In the opener, Honduras took advantage of Jamaica being without suspended standout striker Deborah Orgill and captain Andre Darby to easily outdistance their Caribbean foes. Johnny Levarón opened the scoring late in the first half, and then the floodgates opened wide as Mario Martinez, Rajo Rojas, and Cristian Altamirano each scored within the first 29 minutes of the second half. Honduras will be going to the U20 World Championship for the 5th time. In the nightcap, the U.S. secured a place at the FIFA event with a 2-0 win against El Salvador. The trip to Egypt marks a CONCACAF record 12th appearance for the U.S. at the World Cup. First half goals from Breck Shea and Tony Taylor combined with goalkeeper Brian Perk's third shutout in as many games to give the U.S. a 2-0-1 record in group play and the top spot in Group A. The U.S. finished the game with only 9 players after Shea received his second yellow card in the 60th minute. Jorge Flores was sent off in the 84th minute on a straight red card for a foul that occurred away from the ball. It was the first time the U.S. defeated El Salvador in U20 qualifying outside of the United States. On March 13th, Honduras will meet the top team from Group B in the CONCACAF semis, while the U.S. will face the Group B runner-up. Group B play finishes today as Costa Rica takes on Canada and Trinidad and Tobago squares off against Mexico. As the top teams with 4 points each, both Trinidad and the Ticos need only ties in their games to qualify for Egypt and advance to the CONCACAF semifinals. Mexico has already been eliminated from contention. Now, let's take a trip around CONCACAF. In Group 8, Copa Santander Libertadores play last night, Mexico's San Luis secured its first point in 3 games by tying Universitario in Lima. Rudolfo Espinosa of Universitario and San Luis's Alfredo Gonzalez were both ejected in the 30th minute. San Luis will host Universitario again on March 18th in its next Libertadores match. In Group 6 tonight, Guadalajara welcomes Caracas FC to the Estadio Jalisco. Chivas lost at Caracas 2-0 last week in their first meeting. The Mexican national team will play Bolivia tonight in a friendly at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Mexico has an all-time record of 6-1-1 against their South American opponents. We have a match against Bolivia. Then it will be essential to gain a victory at home against Costa Rica, and we will travel with the same intention to Honduras, said Mexican coach Sven-Göran Eriksson. Canada's women's national team will get the opportunity to defend their Cyprus Women's Cup title after defeating Russia 2-0 in their last group game of this year's competition yesterday. The Canadians were lifted past a spirited Russian side on goals from captain Christine Sinclair and Melissa Tancredi. Sinclair's goal was the 98th of her career. Canada will meet England in the final tomorrow. The U.S. women's national team is set for its 7th consecutive Algarve Cup title game today when it takes on Sweden at the fabulous Estadio Algarve in Faro, Portugal. The U.S. is coached by Swede Pia Sundhage. And that completes our trip around CONCACAF. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you can name how many times the USA and Mexico have met in the final of the Gold Cup. This question generated a lot of response. The U.S. and Mexico have met in the Gold Cup championship match 3 times, in 1993, 1998, and 2007. Today's question keeps us with the Gold Cup. On July 11, 1993, a player from Mexico set a single-match CONCACAF Gold Cup record by scoring 7 goals against Martinique. Can you name that player? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to VideoSignals@concacaf.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those who answer the question correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest, where the winner will receive a Concacaf prize. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for Concacaf news.